And so begins yet another field study. Hey, what's up, my Dokies? Jason welcoming you back to more The Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel. Last time, we finished up our evening for the free day with just a few small things, as well as our practical exam, which kind of came and went pretty much. We had it as a group of Reen, Milliam, and Crow against everybody else, and we absolutely bodied everybody else. That's just how it works. This time, well, we're heading off to Legram for our field study, and then we'll be going to Guerrilla Fortress for the second half of our field study. Starting off here, though, before we head out towards the train station, as we usually do, if we examine this mailbox... Huh? There's something in my mailbox. We get an Aventime sticker with Misty's signature and the serial number. Isn't this an Aventime sticker? I thought you couldn't get one of these unless they read out your submission on the show. Oh, it came with a note. Last week's little chat was fun. Sorry to use you as show material though, Misty. Oh yeah, she did talk about our meeting on the show last week. I guess that's why she sent me the sticker. Well, these seem pretty rare, so I'll be sure to take care of it. What you doing, Reen? Did something arrive for you? Yeah, an acquaintance sent me something. An acquaintance? What a curious choice of words. Just remember that students shouldn't get involved in anything too dubious. Okay, you've definitely got the wrong idea here. Well, shall we head towards the station? Yes, we shall. First things first, however, if we so wish to do so, you can go to the main building and talk to Instructor Beatrix, and, you know, that'll give us a character note. Alright. Next up, I think I screwed something up by accident. I don't actually think I fed Celine twice. So we actually see Fee right here. She's getting stuff ready before it leaves and ready to play with Celine. Yeah. So because I did not feed her twice in this chapter like you usually do, I missed out on getting some Xerium powder. Sadly, we cannot do that now, but it is something I just wanted to point out, that that's what you get if you feed her a second time. But there's nothing else left. Let's head into Trista Station. We need to change trains at Brehard to get to Legram, right? I suppose it'd be better for us to take the Cruisin' Main Line than the Transcontinental Line, then. Right, after reaching Brehard, we'll need to transfer to a local line, the Ebel Branch Line. There's only one train every 2 hours, so I'm hoping we can time our arrival to avoid a lengthy wait. It's exactly 7 AM right now. We should arrive in Brehard somewhere around 10:30 and reach Legram by noon. We've got work waiting for us the first day, too, so the earlier we can reach Legram, the better. Agreed. And there's always the chance our class problem child will make another scene. Oh, you guys are here earlier than I expected. You all ready to leave, too? Nah, we've still got another 20 minutes or so until the next train to Brehard comes in. You're all going to Uriah's SAZ, right? Or SEZ, right? I've never been, but it sounds kind of fun. It's apparently quite a trip to get there, though. It's on the Empire's northwest coast. We have to cross the entire Lemire province to get there. Well, it's not often you get to go on a nice long trip like this. But worry not, the hours will just fly by as I teach you all about how cool and popular as I am. How to be as cool as popular as I am. Yeah, thanks, but I think I'll just take a nap instead. We'll see you in 2 days then. See you all at Gorilla Fortress. Bye. Have a safe trip. See you later, Elliot. Later, Machias. And Crow, at least make a token attempt to stay out of trouble. No worries. If you hear about it, it means I wasn't on top of my game. One of these days, Reen, you'll thirst for my life of adventure. Right. Alright, good luck, guys. Try not to, drive everyone crazy for the next 2 days. Okie dokie. Why do I not find that the slightest bit of reassuring? You took the words right out of my mouth. May the guidance of the winds and the goddess be with you all. I look forward to seeing you again in 2 days. We still have a short while longer before our train arrives. We ought to purchase our tickets now while we're waiting. Obviously, what we do every time we come here. Good morning, everyone. Group A is headed to Legram, correct? Yes, that's right. We'd like to purchase tickets to Legram via Briarheart. Coming right up. Do you want them right away? Okay, so that's 6 passengers bound for Legram via Briarheart. I'll have those tickets for you in just a moment.
Oh, you're all heading out?
What?
Isn't that... Huh? What are you doing here, Lecter? You miss me already?
Sure did. I'm gonna be back in Crossbell starting the day after tomorrow. Might never have the chance to see you again in this lifetime, so I figured I'd drop by and say hello.
Shh, whatever. You're so silly. There's no way you or Gramps would die that easily.
Well, that old goat might scare off the Reaper, but I'm pretty weak, you know.
Who's he? Captain Lecter Arundel of the Imperial Intelligence Division.
We saw him while we were on our field study in Nord. He's the one supposedly responsible for negotiating with the Republic's army to prevent war from breaking out.
So he's the Ironblood they call Scarecrow.
I have to admit, he doesn't look like someone who specializes in espionage.
Well, I'm sure this little drop of sunshine's got suspicious written all over her, but I hope you're getting along. Don't hesitate to give her a good spanking if she causes too much trouble, though.
Okay.
We'll try our best to be a welcoming class. I'm not gonna cause them any trouble. Unlike you, I'm a little angel.
What kind of little angel would casually whip out something like Eric Getlem in public? Do you have any idea how much overtime we put in just covering up for you?
Huh? You do?
Passenger service bound for Heimdall. We ask that all passengers wishing to board please wait on...
If you'll excuse us, Captain.
I'm afraid we need to catch this train.
Sure thing. Good luck out there, guys. Oh, and by the way, I'd prefer it if you referred to me as secretary rather than captain in public. After all, I am a second secretary for the Imperial government.
I see.
Well then, if you'll excuse us, Mr. Secretary.
You'd better bring me back a souvenir from Crossbell.
They seem like an even more interesting bunch than I'd heard. Hope she gets the chance to soak in the good times at school like I did.
Well, well. For 2 Ironbloods, you two have a pretty cozy thing going.
Uh-oh. Looks like a scary lady's got me in her sights. Time to make my exit.
Not so fast. Didn't you have something you were supposed to give me? Come on. Cough it up.
They don't call you the Purple Lightning for nothing. Maybe you should consider giving up this teaching gig and coming to work for us. I'll bet we could offer double what the Academy's paying you. No sweat. Aw, strictly business, huh?
obviously. I'm not getting any younger here. Hand it over.
This is the list of every member of the Imperial Liberation Front that we're aware of at present. We've made progress in identifying their top figures, too.
I see. I suppose I should thank you.
Oh, one more thing. Claire had a message she wanted me to pass along.
I'm listening.
Their primary target is Crossbell City, but there's a chance that something else will be going down within the Empire at the same time. Those were her words.
Wow, it's like a sea of green out there. Hey, Eustace, why is the wheat all green? Wheat, barley, and rye are all cultivated in the Cruzen province. Each is grown in its season, which means that what you're seeing right now is the fall wheat crop. Oh, look, there's a weird scarecrow. Look at its head. It looks all messy like Lecter's. Ugh. Well, as long as she's enjoying herself. At times like these, she just seems like any girl her age. It's still hard to believe she's only 13. That's a year younger than my brother. It really puts things into perspective, doesn't it? I suppose this is as good a time as any to tell you more about where we'll be conducting our next field study. Legram is a small town in the southeast of the Empire, situated on the shore of Lake Abel. My father, Viscount Arce, governs the town, which itself is a part of the Cruzen province. That sounds familiar. If I'm not mistaken, isn't that the province Eustace's father oversees? Well, technically yes, but Legram is known for being a particularly self-reliant region. I doubt the Viscount has much interest in the authority of his liege lord. I suppose I cannot deny it. My father can be a little too free-spirited at times, but I can't help but feel your father's governance has its own issues, especially when where taxation is concerned. It's not as though I'm unaware of that. Sorry, I seem to have touched on a sensitive issue here. No, there's nothing for you to apologize for. Exchanges like these are the daily bread of the nobility. It's true that the four great houses do have immense power, but it's still up to the individual feudal lords to govern their respective regions. And as far as taxation goes, each region has its own statutes, which makes the whole situation even more complicated. It is quite convoluted. Although the imperial government does seem to be attempting to unify all regions under a single tax system. That's one of the major points of dispute between the two factions. Incidentally, my father's stance on the matter is, hell will freeze over before I consent to it. I do understand the reformist point of view, but each region of the Empire has its own traditions and customs. Attempting to normalize all those under a single system seems a little insensitive. The more you tell me, the more complicated it sounds. Well, it's certainly not an issue with a nice clear-cut solution. This is boring. Don't you have any more cool stories about Legram? I suppose a couple of students batting around ideas about taxation isn't going to really solve anything. But I guess, to me, one of the things Legram is most famous for is for the Arcade School. Oh, isn't that the thing Laura's dad teaches? That's the one. The Arcade School of Swordsmanship is a style passed down by the ancient knights of Erebonia. It's one of the two most famous martial styles in the Empire, the other being the Vander School. I've heard there's a training hall where students of the Arcade School come from all over the Empire to train. Indeed there is. Several students of the school are training in Legram at the moment. The rest are scattered throughout the Empire. And Laura's father instructs them all? He does. This Viscount Arcade is not only the Lord of Legram, he's also the current head of the Arcade School. Oh, doesn't he have some super cool title like the Radiant Blade Master or something? He sounds crazy strong. This may sound unseemly coming from his daughter, but his strength is, quite frankly, inhuman. I would easily place him among the 3 strongest people in the Empire. He sounds like an incredible guy. I've heard plenty of rumors about his strength myself. From what I understand, he acts as a combat instructor for this nation's armies, both provincial and imperial. Though as a result, I hear he spends a significant amount of time away from his territory. That is unfortunately the case. We may be visiting my home, but there's no guarantee that my father will even be there. I see. That's a shame. I'd really like to meet him. Alright, well, we can do our normal routine as we do on the trips. Oh yes, when we reach Legram, I'd like to ask a favor of you all. A favor? I was hoping it would be possible for you to show your respective styles to the Arcade School students. This group has practitioners of the 8 Leaves One-Blade School, court fencing, and spearmanship alike, and I have no doubt each would be of interest of the students of the martial art. Perhaps so. The chance to learn more about the other schools might broaden our own horizons too. Are you sure my spearmanship would be of interest to them though? Both Reen and Uses at least use swords. Certainly, the Arcade School teaches more than just swordsplay. While someone uses two-handed swords like myself, others use spears and even bows. Perhaps even Emma's orbital staff may be of interest. You think? Hey, what about me? What about me? Lainey's really strong too. True, but it's just raw strength. There's no skill or technique involved. I concur. Watching our Gatlam wouldn't afford the students any chance to learn new techniques of their own. Oh, you meanies. No fair leaving me out. Anyway, I do think that would be a nice gesture, but that's assuming we get the chance before our field study is over. Of course, I look forward to it if we do. Lavender. Surely it's just a coincidence. It has to be. What's wrong, Emma? Are you getting motion sickness or something? No, I'm fine. I was just wondering if we might be able to see the Lugengrin Castle while we're in Legram. Oh, the castle that came up in Instructor Thomas's lesson the other day? Weather permitting, it can be seen quite clearly. It's surrounded by mist more than often not, but such imagery has its own appeal as well. Oh wow, that actually sounds pretty neat. Yeah, it does. I was just thinking, it would be nice if we could apply some of the knowledge we learned in class to our field study, don't you think? Yeah, that would be. We still have some time before we reach Breyard, but we'll be changing trains as soon as we arrive, so make sure you're ready. I will be, though it's a shame we won't have time to stick around for a while. It would have been nice to see Rufus again if we had the chance. I'm sure he's much too busy for that anyway. And it hardly seems appropriate to return home now, after I chose not to during the summer. That is a good point. Is something on your mind? I'm just wondering what my family and the other nobles are doing at the moment. This past month, they've been a little overly quiet. Now that you mention it, I haven't heard of any major conflicts between the two factions lately as well. Maybe they're just showing some restraint for a while? After all of the craziness that happened at the festival last month. Neither faction is considerate enough to avoid conflict over something so trite. I suppose I should just try to focus on our field study and not concern myself with matters beyond my control. Yeah, I think that would be a good idea. The issue of regional cultural heritage is quite a profound one. So profound, as to have its own tax implications. Well, the desire to preserve the region's traditions and heritage is pretty important to most places throughout the Empire. Like the old Amish traditions in Legram. I hear a lot of those are still around. Indeed, no doubt you will see many of them firsthand during our stay. Countless anecdotes regarding the Lance Maiden remain as well. Sounds like Legram has a lot in common with my home in Nord. Our cultures and traditions may differ, but we worship the same goddess and spirits. I think that's a fact many Erebonians are starting to forget. And if you ask me, those traditions are worth protecting, even if it means a little extra money going to taxes. Yes, I feel the same. It seems there will be much to learn during this month's field study.
Look at all those trees going past the window. This is so cool. I want to ride more trains like this. It's really fun.
Really now? I'm kind of surprised. I assumed being in the intelligent division meant you'd be taking trains all the time.
Well, I usually just ride on Lammy when I'm out on a mission. And the super fast train Claire and the others in the RMPU just doesn't have any windows. And Gramps' special train is too fancy, so you can't really relax.
Huh, interesting. It's not often that you get to ride a regular train like this then, is it? But if you get too excited here, you're not going to have much excitement left for when we reach our destination. Especially considering how early you got up this morning.
I was so excited I could barely sleep. I'll be fine. I still got plenty of energy. Huh? What was I saying?
See? Told you. We'll be in Brayheart soon, so try to get some sleep on the next train, okay?
Okay.
At times like this, she really is just like any other 13-year-old. Alright, I guess it's time to, play Blade and lose.
Then let
That's
us
pretty
begin
much
our
how I've gone about this now.
Please draw a card. Then I'll make the first move. We're evenly matched. Let's redraw. Then I'll make the first move. Mirror. An excellent duel.
Please go easy on me. Shall we draw then? Oh, it looks as though the first move is yours. Ah, we have the same score. Let's draw again. Allow me to play first then. It looks as though I win this time.
If we have to. Draw a card. We have the same score. Let's redraw. We have the same score. Let's redraw. I'll be going first. Take this. Take this. Take this. We have the same score. Let's redraw. I'll be going first. We have the same score. Let's redraw. Go ahead then. Now you've done it. What an impertinent little... At least it wasn't a complete waste of time.
Shall we begin? Go ahead and draw. You should go first then. It seems the winds were on my side.
It's time to duel! Come on, draw a card! Come on, draw another one. You're up first, I guess. Yeah, I win!
Alright, well that's all the Blade things taken care of, so I guess let's go ahead and move on to our destination. The Ministry of Railways wishes to thank all passengers for their patronage. This special express line is bound for Brayheart. Our next stop is Brayheart. The terminus of this express line. Please ensure you have all of your belongings with you when disembarking the train.
Finally. We have to change trains here, right?
That's right. A train bound for Legram should be arriving in about 10 minutes. We'll need to hurry if we want to board it in time. That's too bad. I was kind of hoping for the chance to poke around Brayhard. Oh yeah, it's your first time in Brayhard, isn't it? I'd be glad to show you around should the opportunity arise. You did graciously open your home to us in Nord, after all. Wow, this forest is really dense.
It's almost looks like a scene from a picture book, as though if you kept very quiet, fairies might come out to play.
It might not come as a surprise, but there are many such legends in this region. The Lance Maiden, Leanne Sandlot, was born in Legram, but because of her preternatural strength and beauty, some believed her a changeling switched at birth by the fairies. Really? Fascinating. The reality is a bit less rosy. The family line of Court Sandlot came to an end when she died under mysterious circumstances. After the War of the Lions, it's hardly surprising that such tales have persisted. A changeling, huh? Oh.
Look at that fog.
It came on so suddenly. Well, Legram is well known for its fog, among other things.
This is not at all uncommon for this time of year.
The fog does help keep the temperature cooler during the summer, though. In that case, bring on the fog.
No, Lammy, you can't smash that.
It's stunning. This is the first time I've visited Legram, but it's every bit as beautiful as I'd been led to believe.
So this is the town of mist and ancient legends.
I'm pleased you seem to have taken a liking to it. Unfortunately, the mist does hinder the visibility. On a clear day, the surface of the lake gleams like a polished mirror. Fog or no, it's breathtaking all the same. Welcome home, my lady. What? Oh, that was a guy. I thought that was a girl for some strange reason. I'm so used to Sharon. To be fair, it's like pretty much been almost a year since I had actually played the first game, so. How long have you been there? Interesting. I couldn't sense him coming at all.
I have returned, Klaus. I see that your proficiency in the art of concealment has not diminished in my time away from home.
On the contrary, my age has begun to get the better of me, I'm afraid. Watching you grow and mature is the only joy left for an old man like me. Surely you jest. Can I assume that father not coming to meet us means he's currently away from Legram? I'm afraid so. He also mentioned that he was unsure when he might return. I expect that might be the case. Nonetheless, allow me to introduce you, everyone. This is Klaus, the Arcade family steward. He fills in for my father in his absence and serves as an acting master for the Arcade School of Swordsmanship. The acting master?
Huh, sounds like one amazing old guy.
I trust you all had a pleasant trip, ladies and gentlemen of Class 7. Let me be the first to welcome you to Legram. If you'll come with me, I'll escort you to the mansion. Still, it doesn't look like the years have really changed too much here. It's like walking into a bygone era.
You can really see the influence of Anyism in the region too. Just look at this stone monument.
I believe that was built long before the Arcade family was entrusted with the governance of this region, which would make it several hundred years old at the very least. It has a rather strange shape too.
Oh, what's that?
It appears to be a statue of the Lance Maiden. That's right, the center statue is the Lance Maiden herself, while those beside her are two of the Eisenritter. I believe they were made over 200 years ago as well. Indeed, tradition holds that they were constructed to honor the achievements of Saint Sandlot. Incidentally, the knight kneeling on the lower right is the ancestor of the Viscount.
Huh? So that's Laura's great-great-great-grandfather? Huh?
You'll need a few more greats. We're about 10 generations apart.
The Lady Laura!
Lady Laura, I'm so pleased to see you back in Legram. The Viscount did mention that you'd be returning. So I want to make note of something here. That word can be said two ways. Viscount or Viscount. Either or.
I'm so happy to see you again, Lady Laura.
I'm so glad to see you're all well. I'm just back for 2 or 3 days on a field study as a part of my coursework at the Academy. I'll be sure to visit more with each of you later.
Oh, of course, please do. I'd love to hear all about how life at the Academy's been treating you. She seems to be quite popular around here.
Yeah, it looks like the Viscount's family has built up a good relationship with the people of Legram. Looks like they finally showed up. Well, it's been pretty busy around here lately. I could use the help. Huh? Ah, well, guess I'll have to look over their tasks one more time just to be sure. I can hear the sound of steel on steel. Undoubtedly the sound of swords crossing. Ah, so this must be the Arcade School's training hall. Indeed it is. I have more memories in this building than I could possibly count, although many of them involve being soundly defeated by my father, or Klaus. My apologies, my lady. Well, it's pretty apparent he's not your run-of-the-mill butler. You can tell by the way he carries himself. He has a master's voice. And this is the Viscount's Arcade's mansion.
Wow, so this is where Laura lives.
You'd expect nothing less from a Viscount.
And it seems to be built on a hill overlooking the town, too.
It was originally built with the intent that it could function as a stronghold, should the need ever arise. Welcome to the home of Viscount Arcade. Allow me to show you around in my father's stead. incredible view.
It's so beautiful.
It's not often I take in a view this spectacular. Say, is that?
Whoa, a castle! Ah, that must be Legram's famous landmark.
Indeed, that's Lohengrin Castle. During the War of the Lions, it served as the Lance Maiden's stronghold. A saint's castle towering on the shore of a shimmering lake. Just seeing it there in all its majesty makes me want to set brush to canvas. It does seem like a scene tailor-made for painting. I agree, but there'll be plenty of time to take in the scenery later. Right now, we need to go pick up our list of field study tasks.
Oh, right. Are you the one who prepared our tasks for us, class?
Actually, the assigning of your duties here has been entrusted to a professional. A professional at what? Can you elaborate? Head to the Bracer Guild in the town's central plaza. At the master's behest, they have taken on the responsibilities of preparing all of the tasks for your field study here. The Bracer Guild?
There's a branch here in Legram?
Indeed. There's been a small branch of the guild in this town for many years. My family has a good relationship with the guild. They've done much for us in the town over the years.
Oh, really? Well, whatever. Not like they asked me to do anything.
What are you babbling on about?
Nothing much, just thinking out loud.
Anyway, looks like we need to pay a visit to the guild. Yeah, I'd like to get through as many of today's tasks as we can. We'll be taking our leave now, Klaus. Of course, please take care, everyone. Alright, well, looks like we have our first task. We have to go over to the Bracer Guild and pick up our requests. I also want to make note of something before, we pick up our requests. I want to make note.
A cross inside a circle. Any idea what it means?
No one really knows for sure. There are a number of theories, though.
Unfortunately, the meanings of most animist symbols have been lost over time.
Okay, before getting interrupted like that, I want to make note of something. There are two specific scenes, and it's obvious when we get here and during that cutscene. There are two specific scenes you can easily miss out on. A certain somebody who decided to follow us all the way to Legram. I'm going to put those moments up on screen just so that way you can see. I wonder who did that. Anyway.
This building is the Legram branch of the Bracer Guild.
Oh, the guild emblem. I must not have noticed it earlier with all the mist. Strange. The branches in the capital were closed due to political pressure, but this one still seems to be active. The Legram branch continues to operate as it always has. That's why I was rather surprised to find out that the capital's branches were no longer active.
Come to think of it, we met a Bracer back when we were in Breahard for our field study. But I saw no signs of a guild branch there either.
It was closed a year ago. Though, as I understand it, the pressure to close came from the Duke's household, not the Imperial government. Is that so?
Well, bracers are an eyesore to most of those well-to-do types. They don't bow to authority. You can't bribe them with Mira. They're all about protecting civilians. Give them any excuse to lean on the bracers to get them out of the picture, and that's exactly what they're gonna do.
Milliam, that's kind of... You don't mince words, do you? Choice words coming from an intelligent division operative. Do you think you're not complicit in this?
Well, it's less us and more Gramps. We went barging into the branches in the capital itself. He went barging into the branches in the capital himself and started telling them what they could and couldn't do.
Wow. That explains the instructor's frosty temperament towards him. Man, you guys sure know how to poke a guy when it hurts, don't you?
Oh, now there's a familiar face.
I'm pleased to see you again, Toval. Oh, you know each other? Nah, we just ran into each other once a couple months ago. Long time no see, Laura. Sounds like Sarah's keeping your nose to the grindstone, huh? Wait, so... You must be the former associate of our instructor, I take it. Pretty much. I'm Toval Rendernur, a bracer with the guild here in the Empire. Good to meet you, ladies and gents of Class 7. Wait a minute. So it wasn't a coincidence that we ran into you in Breahard? Bingo. Sarah told me you were going to be there. She wanted me to keep an eye out for you and step in if you ever got into a real tight spot. But she insisted I play it casual and not give myself away. Man, that part was a lot harder than I thought it'd be. I had no idea. Thank you so much for all your assistance back then. Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to bust Machias out without your help. You may not have directly assisted me, but I suppose you have my thanks nonetheless. You're welcome. Sarah's repaid the debt in full, though, so don't worry about it. Interesting. I had no idea that you'd already met some of the members of our class. Incidentally, Toval, the guild standing here in Erebonia certainly seems to have shifted over the past 2 years. No doubt. Basically, every branch here in the Empire was shut down after the government started putting pressure on us. Some of us found work on in a different field, like Sarah. Others transferred to branches outside the country. But we all agreed to get back together if we can ever resume operations in Erebonia again. Until then, we're just trying to keep a low profile, scraping out a living for ourselves. It sounds like a difficult life. Still, with the guild having to decrease its presence, isn't there more than enough work for the remaining branches? I wish. The Railway Military Police deals with a lot of the stuff we would have handled before. Your little lady's friend in particular keeps herself pretty busy.
Oh, you mean Claire? Yep, she sure is a hard worker. Although with all the time she spends on work, it's no wonder she doesn't have a boyfriend.
Milliam?
I'm not sure you should go around sharing the details of people's private lives without their consent.
Well, I find enough work to keep the lights on here anyway. And with this branch has the Viscount's approval, so we can display our sign without getting in trouble. So that's how it is. Well, it's nice to hear that the Viscount seems pretty supportive of the guild.
He seems to find much of himself in the Bracer's way of life. Self-reliance, pride, a focus on helping others.
He's long said that if he were free of other responsibilities, he would join the guild and work as a bracer himself.
Oh my, that seems very...
I hardly think a man who owns territory in the Empire could just up and join the bracers.
The Radiant Blade Master himself is a bracer, huh? In terms of strength and standing, he's probably on par with Cassius Bright. I'll bet he's made S rank right on the spot.
You know Cassius Bright? I believe he's currently a brigadier general in the Liberalian army, as well as bearer of the title Divine Blade. Huh, guess I should expect no less from a member of the Intelligence Division. Anyway, that's how the Viscount ended up asking me to sort out some tasks for your field study. Let me give those to you now. Alright, we have Arcade School Training Bout. We have a Bell Highway Monster, and many hands make light work.
Oh, so this is how your field studies go.
Genuinely, yeah. Should we come back tomorrow to pick up our next set of tasks then? Yep, I've got some more work I could use your help with. We're pretty short-handed here, so we've got a real monster of a black backlog building up. I'm counting on you to pave the way to Easy Street for me, okay? Will do. Alright then, let's waste no time getting started. looks like one of these requests is from the training hall. It seems to be from Klaus. Got a monster extermination request too. We'll have to head out onto the highway for that one. It would be nice if we could cover as many of the townsmen people's requests as possible too. This is so cool. Alright. Well, I guess for now, we're going to end things here. We have our tasks, and next time on The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel, we're going to get started. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure you give it a like, troops out a ton. Make sure to subscribe dibbly if you have not already. And I'll see you guys all later.
Right.